Well, Paul, you finally got your hands on it then, the Sussex Women's Challenge Cup trophy, but I tell you what, you were made to sweat for it.
Yeah, we were, and first of all, just big credit to the all the Chichester squad. I thought they put in a real shift tonight and made it a very, very competitive game. But I think on the balance of the overall game, and certainly the first half, we probably deserved it.
First half, obviously, I think both teams were probably a little bit slow to get going, it's fair to say.
Yeah.
But then you got a great start with Ellie Russell's opening goal.
Yeah.
And then Naomi Cole hits the bar from long range. Russell then hits the post just before half-time. A second goal would have put you in command, but that 1-0 lead is always dangerous.
Yeah, I think that's probably a fair assessment there, Andrew. I think that first half, really, we probably had, with the greatest respect to Chichester, enough chances really to put that game out of their reach. But it's one of those days where, as you said, the post came into play, the bar came, and let's be clear, I think Izzy in between the sticks pulled off a couple of superb saves. She had a very, very good game tonight. So we came in 1-0, and as you say, Andrew, it's always a little precarious at 1-0. But I did think even in that second half we would push on and get the second game, and put that game probably beyond their reach, and then tactically, perhaps adjust us, play the game out.
It didn't go that way for you. Chai got stronger and stronger in that second half.
They did.
And probably on the balance of play at that point merited their equaliser.
Yeah, I think as I said, I think where they were effective, they got some pacey players. They caught us a number of times, on the break. I think they were tactically, that was what they were. They sat in and they did that well, and they tried to compress the play, and then they tried to break very, very quickly, and they did that well. As I said, with pace. They got the equaliser. To be honest, it was a little bit of a surprise. That's tough then for us to then respond to that. But we did. We got down to the football. We created opportunities. We didn't manage to get over that line at 90 minutes, and then obviously it went into extra time, and there's another 30-minute period of play.
Well, yeah, and you've had a few periods of extra time in the last sort of 18 months or so. You had extra time up at Oxford United, extra time against Plymouth Argyle. But this is the first time I can remember, certainly in your managerial career, that you've been pushed all the way to penalties. At which point did you start to think about the shootout?
I think we did it at the halfway point in the extra time, was when we started to say, right, we need to give that some thought, because we've got 15 minutes here now to get this job done. I actually thought the first 15 minutes of that extra time were pretty even again. I think Chai again were very competitive in that. I think we got on top in that second period of 30 minutes, and again, a couple of superb saves from Izzy, a couple of opportunities that we didn't quite get over the line, and then, as I said, penalties, and then you just hold your breath, don't you? And you think to yourself, well, is it going to be our night? And fortunately, it was. Shame for them, but good news for us.
Well, let's talk very quickly then about two of those players involved in that shootout. First of all, the goalkeeper, Frankie Gibbs. Now, because Wasps have dominated a lot of games in the past 2 or 3 years, she's sort of been a bit of an unsung hero. She's pulled off some good saves when she's had to, but she's not been one of the ones in the limelight. Tonight is her night.
Yeah, I think you summed it up very well there, Andrew. She's a class keeper. She's class. She's got pedigree. She's got the pedigree of playing at a higher level. We're delighted to have her, and I think tonight, as I said, certainly in that penalty shootout, she showed her value there. Actually, to be honest, she got a hand to a couple more, didn't she? That practically she nearly kept out. But yeah, super. But that's what you need for your keeper. That's what you need from your keeper in a shootout, is to bring that little bit of difference in there, and and hopefully help your side to get over the line. And
when it comes down to shootouts, as a manager, it's up to you to decide who goes where. You had some good penalties taken by the likes of Sian Heather and Emma Pleur, but you couldn't wish for anybody better to be taking that last penalty than Naomi Cole, could you?
No, absolutely. Well, I think the last two penalties, I think once we got in the ascendancy on the penalties, we then had Rachel, and then obviously had Naomi, and both of them are very accurate with their from the spot. So when Naomi stepped up, as I said, I was hoping it was going to be one of those days where she's missed consistent, like she's week in, week out, and she did earn, and we're there. And
absolutely.
This will sit in the trophy cabinet.
Yeah. What does it mean to you, Paul? Finally, after missing out 3 times, this was important to you.
Well, I think it's the most senior women's competition in the county. We haven't won it before. This is our, I think, 4th or possibly 5th attempt, and so I think it's nice to actually come here and get, and I said before, get that last leg and win it. And the girls are delighted. You know, a cup final is a cup final, and to win it, happy days. To come second, is tough. It's a big disappointment, but we got there tonight, and I'm delighted.
Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you very much.